All right, good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. All right, so we are live streaming. Hi, my name is Lisa Zimmerman, and today is going to be chair yoga. We're going to use the chair. We're also going to use some standing postures. So there's something for everybody. What I'd like for you to do is just begin to settle in for a moment. First of all, please have sneakers on because that is the best way to protect your feet and your ankles and help you stay grounded into the floor. And have a comfortable chair that doesn't have arms, preferably. And try to create a space for yourself. So this is a virtual yoga class, but imagine if you were to take the class with me, what would that space look like? So sometimes I get rid of your dogs. Maybe we'll make the lights a little bit more soothing, maybe rubbing some lotion on your hands, just so like you're creating this space for yourself. And settling in, grounding your feet in, that being said, putting your cell phone on vibrate. Let's just push our back into the chair, ground our feet into the floor, and then imagine grounding your sits bones into the chair. And those bones are about mid-thigh on the back, under the hamstring. Just closing your eyes, just settling in for a moment, just allowing whatever happened this weekend or whatever it is that you need to do today to be not in the forefront, but in the background. Just give yourself this 45 minutes to carve out some self-care. And so just inhaling through your nose and then exhaling and just relaxing a little bit more. I invite you to close your eyes if you'd like. Or you can have a soft gaze at something that's pleasant to look at in front of you. And so just taking a breath in and then exhaling. And very gently placing your hands on the side of the chair. Taking your feet and bringing them closer to the chair. And bringing yourself so that you are halfway off the chair, or maybe 2/3, whatever's comfortable for you. Take your feet and bring them more than hips distance apart, so that would be $2 bills horizontally. You're going to inhale, bring your arms up, stretch up. So my palms are facing one another, and I'm reaching up as if I was trying to touch the ceiling, relaxing my head and my neck, but there is a string pulling my head, but my head and my neck are down here. I'm not looking up. Stay here for a moment. And then exhale the arms out. Inhale, bring your arms up, reaching up. So you're almost trying to create a space between your rib cage and your waist. It's like a lengthening of that musculature that's there. We're going to do this a few more times. Just get that body moving in a way that is gentle, but is using a large part of space. So your arms. With 2 more, breathing in. Breathing out, and bringing the hands down, settling in, grounding those feet in, grounding those sits bones in, bringing that arm up. Everybody has a different mobility in their shoulders and their arms. So maybe if that doesn't work for you, you can place your hand on your head. You can still lean over, you still can feel something. Or you could be here in goalpost, or you can bring your arm over, wherever it goes. Just be mindful that as you lean over, that everything's facing forward, your knees, your torso. So it is just from the side body. Everything else is facing forward. One more breath in here. Exhale, bring that arm down. Inhale, kind of reset. We always like to set our poses, build that foundation before we get into it. And that makes things not only safer, but actually a better experience. Sweeping the arm up. Sliding over just a little bit, so I'm kind of falling over. Should be feeling a sensation here. Hold on to the chair if you feel like you need stability. And then bringing that hand down. We're going to take an inhale here. And you're going to slowly come down. So if you have eye issues, if you have hypertension, cardiovascular issues, this is where you're going to go. If you're someone who can do forward fold standing, or you know you can come down further and not experience any issues, then come down to where your body allows you. You're still going to get the benefit here, but if you kind of do this, that's nice too. You would just let your head hang out. You're not going to hyperextend or flex your neck. You're just going to keep it neutral. And then you're going to come back in. We're going to meet right here. And then we're going to come all the way back up. So it's a forward fold, but we break it down into 3 pieces. So we're not doing it quickly. And so you can also decide, you know what, this is enough. This is where I want to stop. So we're going to do 3 of them. So again, ground yourself in. We want to build our postures. We want to build our poses, ground your feet in. Make sure you're about 2/3, a third off the chair, 2/3, whatever works for you. Half, placing your hands on your thighs, coming down, keeping your chest and neck up. We're not folding forward yet. And maybe this is where you stop, half lift. That's what we traditionally call it. And maybe you're someone who could just come all the way down, or you can play with it. You can just stay here for a little while. One more breath in. Inhale here. Last thing to come up is your head, and you're trying to use your abdominal muscles to bring you up, as well as your back and shoulders. So portion of your core. All right, last one. Inhale here. Exhale, come down. Come down to that point, wherever that is. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly travel up, pulling your navel in towards your spine, using your back muscles, bringing yourself up into a nice seated posture. So we talk about this every week, and I will talk about this until I don't see it anymore. So what I'd like everybody to do is turn sideways on. You don't have to turn sideways in your chair, but listen to my words and what I'm doing. This is to show you, you're gonna do this facing me. A lot of us are like this. We're looking like croissants, cashews, bananas. Everything, tailbone is tucking under and the shoulders are rounding forward. So what we want to do is we want to bring those shoulders back together. We're looping them up and back. Shoulder blades, you're going to feel sensation in your mid-back because these muscles tend not to be used. So you're going to have to maybe even get in touch with them a little bit. If your head is jutted forward, push it back as if you're pushing a drum in. We want to keep the earlobes over the shoulders. And we want the shoulders symmetrical. So a lot of us are doing this while we're in that seated position. You're going to pull your navel in towards your spine. This is a lot going on here. This is seated mountain. Your arms are going to come out. And you're in seated mountain. But all the time, remembering, keeping those earlobes over the shoulders, keeping the shoulders symmetrical, keeping those shoulder blades back and together so you have a nice wide chest. It'll even give you some height. I'm 5 feet, so I'll take any inch that I can get. Hands and palms are facing out. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Imagine rounding or grounding through your feet and through your sits bones. You can close your eyes or you can find a neutral, interesting point just to put your gaze towards. Inhale here. And then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. So preparing for your spinal extension, you're going to take your left leg and you're going to bring it up. As high up as you can bring it. You can hold on to the chair for stability. So some might find ourselves here. Really contracting this quadricep muscle, pulling your navel in towards your spine can help you keep this foot up. But wherever you are, bring the other arm, the opposite arm. So the right hand is up, it's shoulder height, and my thumb is facing up and holding onto my chair. That's my spinal extension. If you take your hand off, you may notice that you're getting some kind of movement. That's good. Those are those other muscles, those deeper muscles kicking in and keeping you stable. Slowly bring that down. Maybe readjust yourself, reground yourself. We're gonna speed this up. So this time my right leg's coming out, my left hand. And then we're gonna switch. Pause at the top. Do not rush through this. We are not marching. We want to do isometric holds where we're holding things. Just pausing for a second, really getting this out of the practice. And most people can do this. This is a really good exercise for most people. Inhale and exhaling. Please don't hold your breath. And if I say exhale and you're inhaling, that's fine. All right, we're going to do 2 more. Remember, hold that belly and bring that leg up. Last one, let's make this count. And then last one on this side. Okay, so it is time for a little standing here, so let's get up. I'm going to move myself back because I feel like my head is cut off. But we're going to come into standing mountain pose, and we're going to bring our arms up and bring our arms down. So your feet can either be with the toes together, or you can have hips distance apart. You can be on your mat next to your chair or not. You're going to pretend there's a dollar bill lengthwise between your feet. You're going to ground all 4 corners of your feet. It's actually pinky toe side, big toe side, and your heels contract the quadriceps. We just explored this muscle. Inhale here. And reach those arms up as if you were trying to touch the ceiling. So you'll start feeling a sensation where you're lifting and lengthening the muscles all along that part of our core. So we're going to do 2 more. Inhale here. If you want, and your neck allows you, you can look up at your hands. Inhale, exhale. Or you can just look forward. We're going to bring our arms out, palms are facing down, and you're going to slowly twist. So I want you to stay grounded in the mountain, and I want your pelvic bones, your hips forward as if they're shining a light. And we're just moving from our torso. What's happening here is I'm going to the right, and my left hip bone says, hey, I want to come with you. So I'm pushing it back just to make sure that it's just a torso stretch. This don't need a big amount of movement in this, but you want to make sure that the opposing sides are working against each other. This is just a really good thing to do for your lower back and really good for the oblique muscles. So just be mindful again, knees are forward, hips are forward, feet are forward. If you find that it's really hard, just twist like 3 inches, just a little bit. You're holding up these arms, and that in itself is a really good weight to have. Last one. Got another side, so this is the last one. And put those arms down, shake them out a little bit. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, down and back, revisiting those shoulder blades. Ears up towards shoulders, looping down and back. A really good way to teach yourself to do this is placing your palms facing out. It forces those shoulder blades to come together. Or during the day, if you're seated or you want to get up, you can place your hands on your hips like I have and gently bring your shoulder blades back together. And that's just a good way to correct the posture. So let's get ready for warrior 1, and maybe we'll add a warrior 2 on. Your chair does not need to look like this. You can take your chair and put it like this. We're going to throw right up sweat jacket, which you may need later for Shavasana. So what I want you to do is take your right foot and place it in front of you. In the middle of the chair, you want your hand in the middle of the chair as well. Then you're going to take your back leg. You're going to bend this knee, and you're going to try to get this back leg so that you have a nice space. And that really depends on your body. I'm 5 feet tall, so this is a space for me. Someone who's taller is going to have to adjust their chair and adjust their stance. Ideally, if possible, I'd like to see a pretend chalk line between the back of the front heel all the way to the center of the mid foot in the back of the mat. So basically this line would go there. It just keeps alignment where it should be. So this is warrior 1. Remember those hips? We want to turn them. So I put your hands on your hips if you can and bring them forward. Noticing the sensation in the back of your leg and then your pinky toe side of your back leg. You may need to adjust. You need to bring it in. You're going to bend the right leg, and you're going to bend it till it hits onto the chair. So you know this is where you are. If you want more, you would push the chair away from you and you would bend your neck knee deeper. But we're going to stay here. You can bring up one arm and then bring up the other, or you can be in a goalpost, or you can keep your hands on the chair. One more breath here. And then slowly unbend that leg. We're going to travel down our back leg. So I'm going to unbend the front leg. My hips are now facing you. I'm holding onto my chair for support. I'm placing my hand behind me with my palm facing down and letting it travel down my leg, and then I'm just looking up. Inhaling here, bringing everything back up. We're going to hold onto the chair. We're going to put some weight into it, and we're going to come and bring our feet together. And then we're going to come out for a downward facing dog. So many of us have very tight hamstrings. So I say, don't just go into it. Just give some attention to those areas. So come up onto your toes on each side. You can bicycle your feet. You can bend your legs. You can come closer to your chair so it's not so intense. If you have really open hamstrings, you can come all the way down, all the way out. Still doing the movement. So just take a moment here just to heal your downward facing dog. Don't hold your jaw. Relax your neck. Keep your deep knees down on the mat. You're keeping it down on the mat, pulling your navel towards your spine, and just trying to get a stretch in that whole entire back body. One more breath in. Slowly roll up. Bring yourself forward towards your chair, and then walk towards your chair. We're going to do warrior one and humble or peaceful warrior. I'm not sure which one. So come to your chair, place your left foot in the middle underneath the chair. So my shoelace is basically the top of my shoelace is right here, one of the supports in the chair. And again, I'm going to put my left leg back. I'm going to try to find that line between the front foot, the heel, and if I was drawing a piece of chalk, to go all the way to the middle of the foot behind me. Finding your stance based on your height. Bending that left leg, seeing if you can meet the chair. If this is too easy, you just push your chair away. If you want more support, you would pull the chair towards you. And then, so bending into this leg, noticing the back leg, noticing your pinky toe side supporting you. Bringing those hips forward, and then deciding what you want to do. Inhale, bring one arm up. Exhale, bring the other arm up. Maybe you want to be in T, goalpost, some form of it. One more breath. Inhale in here. Exhale, bend that front leg. Inhale, bring that arm back behind you if you can do that. Place your hand with your palm facing down on the hip and just come back a little bit. Hold on to your chair if you want. If you want, you can bring your hands up. I'm going to hold on to the chair. You can look up at the ceiling. You can look forward. Slowly bending into that front leg, bringing that arm forward, putting your weight into your chair and pushing yourself back, and the other foot comes forward. And again, just take another downward facing dog. So wherever you did that downward facing dog, wherever you did, do that again. So if you were walking your dog, walk your dog. You're bending your legs. You're really close up and just kind of exploring what's going on today. That's great too. So just, you're here to have an experience, and you're here to just figure out what it is that your body needs. So one more breath. And then coming up. So we're going to come down. If you have water, drink your water. If you have a sweat jacket that you think you might need during Shavasana, go get that. Just take a break for a moment. And then we're going to come and bring our feet out. And then you're going to heel toe them a little bit further than the bottom of the chair. You're going to be about a third off your chair. So you're maybe basically in the center. You're going to take a breath here. You're going to pull your navel into your spine. Shoulders come down and back. Shoulder blades loop. Everything is nice and wide. Earlobes are over. Shoulders. Belly's pulled in. You're grounding your feet in. You're going to take a breath in here. Inhale, arms come up. and then come down into T. You notice what your posture is doing. You don't want to be rounding forward. We have a string from the top of our head. Everything's stacked. Everything's aligned. Now gently pull your shoulder blades together. Keep your head, neck relaxed. Don't pull tension in your jaw. And see if you can squeeze them together. It's just about an inch. Just getting to know your shoulders and your shoulder blade. And one more. And bringing those arms down. Coming back a little bit, grounding your feet. Inhaling here, arms come up, palms are facing together. Exhale, hand can go on the side of the chair or whatever your chair has. I'm going to go on the side of the chair. Then I'm going to inhale here and place my hand right on the back of my chair. You might place your hand here, wherever's comfortable for you. Again, being mindful, this is a seated spine twist. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Don't carry tension now. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale, come on forward, bringing everything forward again, resetting, bringing those shoulders away from the ears, but the arms are reaching up. Deep breath in here. Exhale, grab onto the side of your chair. And then wherever you put your arms, twist. Use the leverage of the chair and the other arms twist you a little bit. If you can, look over your shoulder. If not, look to the side, look to the back of the room, look forward. And coming back slowly as you take that breath in. And then exhale there. So we're going to come into our joint opening series, beginning with our fingers. So you're going to take your index finger and touch your thumb. Your middle finger touches your thumb, your ring finger touches your thumb, and your pinky finger touches your thumb. You're going to come back to that. It's going to be ring finger thumb, middle finger thumb, index thumb, and you're just going to go back and forward through this. If you played instruments, this probably won't be a big deal. And just a few more. And then last one. Taking your hands, we're not going to be making a fist tightly, but we're just going to open our hands all the way up and then slowly bring them in to make a fist, but not with any pressure. Slowly bring your fingers out and just making a fist. Two more. And last one, traveling over to your wrist, just begin rolling them out in one direction. And then shifting the other way. Arms come out. We're going to be tapping our shoulders. This is coming from the elbow. The only thing that's moving is the elbow. Again, resetting that posture. If you notice that you've gone into the pattern of the cashew, croissant, or banana, or what tech neck, then try to remember to correct it. And that's how your body will learn and relearn a better posture for you and for your body. Last one, bring those shoulders back and down, reset. Arms are going to come out to the side. They're going to be shoulder length, so we're not coming up here and we're not down here. We want to align with our shoulder joint. You're going to act as if you were trying to get into a room. There's some doorknobs here. They're just not opening. This is coming through your shoulders, so you want to be aware of that. Keep the tension out of your neck and your shoulders. Relax. This can be pretty intense. We're going to do two more. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold the breath. And last one, bring those arms down. All right, so let's give some attention to our knees. What I'd like for you to do is bring your leg up and then down. If this really hurts your knee, bring your leg up and then just 2 inches down and then up. Terminal knee extension can help you build some musculature here and also be a little bit better as far as feeling discomfort. So we're going to bring that leg up just a few more times. And then I want you to hold and I want you to roll your ankles out in one direction and now in the other. And then I want you to point and flex. I want you to try to keep this leg up, even if it's just for a few moments as you do these exercises, to just begin to strengthen this very important and large muscle that we rely on for a lot of things. So bringing your leg down, let's go over to the right leg in my case, but it may look like left for you. Whatever you did with one knee, you will likely do with the next. See if you can really extend and contract this muscle so that we're really getting some good work in here today to keep you strong and to keep you healthy. Last one, breathe in here and roll that ankle out in one direction. Still trying to keep that leg up. You can really use the back of your chair as a leverage to help you, but don't worry. And then back up the other way, and then point and flex. Flex enough that you feel something in your calf, so you're giving your calf muscle a little attention. 2 more. And last one, bend your legs. Just let them hang out for a second. That was a lot of work. And begin by bringing your feet back in, just resting for a moment. So we're going to come over to the edges of our chair, and we're going to have our feet about more than hip distance. You're going to put your arm onto your right where your knee begins, so not onto your knee, but right there. Palm is facing up. You're going to inhale, and you're going to sweep your arm over for seated peaceful warrior. But some of us might be more comfortable here and some here. So listen to your body, whatever it's requesting. Do so. Try to keep your head aligned with your midline, so in the middle of your body. I even do it. I tend to just relax my neck in that way, but we want to strengthen the neck muscles that holds our head up. One more breath in, bringing that arm down, bringing the other forearm right on top of your knee, like 6 inches up, palm is facing up. Resetting the shoulders, just noticing what's going on, keeping that head in line with the midline. Inhale, bring the arm up, palms facing down. Or breathing in. You can look up at your hand, you can look down at your other hand, or you can keep your gaze forward or wherever's comfortable for your neck. One more breath in, really deep breath in here. Exhale, bring the arms down, roll the shoulders. Get some breath in. Coming back in here, bringing your feet to the edge of the mat or to where your chair is. You're going to be about 1/3 up the chair, getting those sits bones connected in the chair, bringing those shoulders up and down and back. Ears over the shoulders, bringing those shoulder blades together. Pull that navel in towards the spine, just to keep this part of the core strong and stable. Remember, our core is our knees to our neck, but for that moment, take a breath in here, and then exhale. Wherever you would normally go in a forward fold is where you're going to stop. And we're going to pull our navel in, tuck and round, and this is cat. Allow your chin to come towards your chest. Again, everybody's cat's going to look different. Some people may come down further. I'm going to stay up here with my hands on my knees. I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to slowly bring my tailbone up and my chest comes up and my gaze is up towards the ceiling, but you don't have to do that. You can look forward. Bring those shoulder blades together. Bring them, loop them down and retract them. And then slowly tucking and rounding. Angry Halloween cat. Allow your head to hang. Really soften. Don't hold any tension in this. Relax your muscles that maybe you noticed are tensing up. Inhaling here, come back up, tailbone up, chest up. This is your cow. I want you to do 5 more of these on your own. I'll do them with you at my own pace, but I'll give some time in the end in case you just need that. It's hard to see what you're doing virtually. But you have about five total, and stay in one particular posture. So cat, you might want to work out something that's in your spine. or in your neck, and in cow you might find that there's something else that you can use to dissolve tension in your spine. So just a few more. I'm going to say about 2 more. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Don't hold the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. So we're going to put it all together with our sun salutation. So a lot of these postures that we're doing all kind of build up to one another or blend in with one another. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down or hold onto your chair. So wherever you would normally go is where you go. If you would forward fold all the way down, then do so. If you're someone who's comfortable here, that's where you go. Forward fold. Inhale here, slowly come up as we did before when we were rolling up. Taking your left knee and your right elbow, bring them together. And then slowly bringing them down. Inhale here. Exhale, swan dive down or roll down, wherever you would go normally. Breathing in, inhale here, come on up, holding onto the chair, whatever you need. And now you can bring your left elbow to your right knee. So we're going to do those 2 more times. Inhale, deep breath in, really fill those lungs up. Exhale, hand comes to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, swan dive down, roll down, hold on to your chair, whatever feels right for you. Pause for a moment. Inhale here, rolling up, pushing yourself up wherever you are. Inhale, right elbow, left knee. Breathing in here, bringing those arms up one more time. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Last time, inhale. Lift and lengthen. Really stretch those fingers up. Exhale, swan dive down. Come on down to your forward fold. Slowly coming up. Inhale, right comes to left. And that is our sun salutations. So just prior to Shavasana, I want you to do any natural movement, any organic movement, anything that your body's asking you to do so that you can really settle in. So mine is asking you to get up and get water and walk. So if that's what is calling out to you, then please do so. I also highly suggest that you have a sweat jacket, especially because today is a little bit cooler. But as we get into our final posture of Shavasana, we also are just cooling down as we would in any exercise. And so we might feel a little chilly. So just settling in. I'm going to wait for everyone to get the things that they need. You can even put a blanket on. You can even do traditional Shavasana where you remove your chair and you put a bolster underneath your knees if that's something you do, and you put a blanket on and just relax. So just finding whatever is going to work for you. I also really suggest that you turn the lights out just because it is another level of sensory input that you're going to take away and kind of let your body know that you're going to be relaxing, going into a relaxation response as opposed to being in a stress response. And so that's what we're going to do now, is just close our practice today that involved quite a bit of work, and really just focus on feeling peaceful and at ease just for a few moments. So however you want your feet, maybe you want to recline into your chair. You can have your hands up. You can have your palms facing down. You can have your eyes closed. Just begin to settle in into you and where you are feeling right now, what you're feeling. And just coming to your breath. And noticing your breath. As you breathe, your belly and chest rise. And as you exhale your breath, your belly and your chest fall. Breathing in and just breathing out. And as we're here, just imagine for a moment that there's this really beautiful but soft light that is around your body. And it's coming to the center of your eyebrows, and you start to relax the area between your eyebrows, and then this light travels to your jaw and your tongue and your mouth. Just relaxing that area, swallowing a few times. And then letting this light just travel to your hands, opening your palms if there is any tension left, and your shoulders and your chest. Traveling to your belly softens, your legs, even your toes, and then your lower back, and your middle back, and your upper back. And just seeing if you can allow yourself just completely surrender and be peaceful at ease just for a moment. And if that's hard, just go to your breath. Our breath is our anchor. It's always this home base we can come to. And so if you're trying to do this exercise and find it hard, then just focus on your breathing. And if that private conversation, chatter, a to-do list starts coming back, just go back. Inhaling and exhaling. So slowly bringing awareness back into your space, keeping your breath, gently wiggling your fingertips and your toes. And then as if you were first awakening this morning, maybe bringing your arms overhead and stretching. You can even stretch your legs out, maybe wiggling your fingertips and toes again. Your eyes were closed, open your eyes very slowly. And just bring in what you see as you come back. Taking a moment here just to notice how you feel right now as compared to how you felt before you started your practice this morning. Inhale here, bring your arms up, exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Please just take a moment to honor yourself and thank yourself for joining in a practice, for giving yourself self-care, for taking the time to take care of you. I truly appreciate all of you for allowing me to teach this practice. It's an honor and a privilege. I will see you next Monday, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Namaste.